This rally is really special because it's absolutely being led by Bitcoin. Bitcoin is leading Ethereum, it's leading the altcoins, it's leading technology stocks. Bitcoin is moving the most. Here, look at this. Bitcoin went up in the last 24 hours by more than 10%, Ethereum only 6, BNB only 3, XRP only 3, Cardano 5, Polygon 6. The largest of the cryptocurrencies. The crypto that should be the least volatile. It's the one that's benefiting most from this financial crisis. From the Silver Bank collapse, from the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. And even though traditional finance is bullish now because there might be less hostile monetary policy, there are now these bank bailouts, and so the Nasdaq is going up slightly. Bitcoin is doing way more than that. Look at Bitcoin relative to the Nasdaq. It's absolutely going through the roof. It's higher now than prior to the FTX collapse. So this is Bitcoin divided by the Nasdaq. Ethereum divided by Bitcoin, so Ethereum measured in Bitcoin, it's pretty much crashing. It's down by 8% with this rally, and Bitcoin dominance sees new highs. We haven't been that high in Bitcoin dominance since June of 2020. Now, this is not entirely a great surprise because usually whenever we come out of an extended bear market like we did after the 2018 crash, and we see this initial rally, right? So here from January 2019 to June of 2019, this 250% gain in Bitcoin, where we initially get out of a crypto winter, we actually see Bitcoin dominance rising. So Bitcoin is gaining more than the altcoins. It's gaining more than Ethereum. And that's because when you're willing to buy low, when you're willing to hold for the long term, you want to go with the solid asset. When you buy a random altcoin, you might get eaten up by inflation, so by token printing, or you might not be able to participate in the next bull run because it's maybe another altcoin that's then in fashion. If you already take on the risk of buying when prices are falling, then you rather want to be on the safe side regarding asset selection. And so this is, I think, what we are seeing. We're seeing our first real rally after a crypto winter, after we have come down by almost 80%. And so this is the first recovery rally, and I do expect this to continue. I do expect Bitcoin dominance to rise again. Not necessarily to those old highs of 72% of all of crypto being Bitcoin, but I don't think it's reasonable to assume that we've already seen the peak in Bitcoin dominance. Currently, people are still fleeing into what's perceived as the safe assets, and Bitcoin and Ethereum can profit from this the most once you get a bit more risky, even though you should have inherent leverage in those assets. Practically, when we just come out of a crypto winter, this does not materialize. Usually the altcoins, they pick up later in the cycle when we are already high in Bitcoin. And even though 26K looks like a lot, in the grand scheme of things, it's not yet that high that it justifies going really heavy on alts. Bitcoin relative to Total 3 is a measure of all the altcoins. It is rising, and I think it continues to rise. We are discussing this in more detail in Telegram and in Discord, so the links are down below. Looking forward to see you there, and of course see you in the next video as well. Bye bye.